Get ready for non-stop bowling action with Savage Bowling TV. Your front row seat awaits. To the biggest scratch tournament events, incredible drama, intense matchups, and unforgettable moments.
And a strike to finish it. Doty Cup, hello, Evansville North, your state title.
Whether you're a die-hard fan or you just love the game, Savage Bowling TV delivers all the excitement straight to your screen. Stay tuned. It's time to roll.
Hi, bowling fans. You're in for a treat today as we have the Indiana High School State Championships live right here from Royal Pin Expo in Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm Scott Gilmore. Joining me on today's broadcast is PBA Hall of Famer and Indiana bowling legend Mike Albee. And Mike, today is the boys team state title on the line. Should be an exciting day.
Yeah, it's a top day. A lot of strong players out there. We've seen a lot of good scores, and just what a travel just to get to this far point and then come away with the championship.
We have three teams here on our Stepladder final. Greenfield Central and Cathedral will start the way, but Lafayette Harrison, the number one seed, they bowled fantastic.
Yeah, Lafayette's Harrison has been strong all season, and they've been kind of building as the seasons went along. So there they are at the top. No surprise.
True team format here, Baker format. Mike, all guys have to contribute this afternoon.
Yeah, the Baker format is a tough one. It's if you bowl the first frame, you bowl the sixth frame, second the seventh, third the eighth, fourth the ninth, and then you got the fifth and the 10th to finish it for the championship. So it's a very fun format. Very not a lot of big games usually, but there's been some big games today, so it'll be interesting.
Huge crowds all day long. They're in for a treat. This is going to be a lot of fun.
All right, here we are back with the second and third bowlers for this shot at the title. A couple of questions just for you guys. I know it's been a long day, and but a lot of fun too going on. So we're going into the TV portion of the tournament. What have you told the players differently? Coach Proper?
Not a whole lot different than what we've done all year. They're, just concentrate on their spares and, try and keep the game clean.
Well, that's a good thing to tell the players. But this time we're going to be on a live stream, so it's going to be a little different in front of all the fans. All the fans are still here, but a lot more fans are out there watching. So nothing different than that?
No, just stay comfortable, stay relaxed. They're good with it. They've done this before. They've bowled enough different competitions. Nothing quite like being on TV, but they've done enough.
Well, great job coaching so far. Best of luck today.
Thank you very much.
You bet.
Appreciate it.
You bet. Coach Alerting, so once again, I'm sure you had a pep talk this morning. Anything differently when you get to the live stream portion where now they're going to be a little bit on television, yeah. So a little bit differently, but anything new to tell them?
Just pretty much just blocking out the noise. There's a lot of people watching here today, and a lot of people watching behind them. Really just a big emphasis on blocking out the noise and just being themselves, and I think that'll really help them in the long run.
Well, you've had good success today, and is there any one player that you're looking for, or is this truly a team effort in the Bakers, isn't it?
Definitely a team effort. We put a big emphasis on team this year, just culturally and just being a team overall. I know bowling's more of an individual sport, many would say, but when it comes to Baker, everyone's a part of it. Everyone has two frames. Everyone's got to compete.
Well, congratulations so far, and best of luck today.
Thank you.
All right, we got the coaches for the next match. Back to you, Scott.
Coaches from Cathedral here giving us our lineups, and anchoring for Cathedral will be Alex Jones. And typically, Mike, when you're putting your lineup together for these Baker matches, how are you lining these players up to probably have the best score possible?
Well, you've got to have your leadoff be that quick starter, because they're going to come back and bowl in the sixth frame, which is going to be right after your anchor bowler, which is your anchor bowler who you're going to use when you need one. He's the person that's going to be the one that's going to hit the pocket. It's consistent, and that's going to be where it's at. So your second, third, and fourth, your fourth guy's got to set up the fifth guy.
Right.
Second and third's got to keep it going. So and you might have a little more insight to it, bowling Baker, a lot more than I was able to do. But the 1 and 5 are hugely important.
Well, and you're watching, even the PBA. They've embraced the team aspect of bowling. Obviously, we saw the teams, the elite league. Now the teams are based on what brands you bowl for. But you can kind of get an idea watching them how those coaches or their team representatives are putting their lineup together. We always wanted you wanted your best player bowling fifth. Mm-hmm. We always felt like whoever was most lined up, you had the most confidence in, because they're getting those extra shots in the 10th frame, right? But and we wanted to have, I felt like you wanted a really good player in that one hole. Somebody that you trust making a good shot, give you an idea what the pair was doing.
Read it, yeah.
But then it's lined up back-to-back with your anchor bowler. So in that middle part of that game, you're getting a string of strikes, hopefully. Mm-hmm. So it's really, to be honest with you, every position in these are important, right? I mean, if you're lost, you're going to have some low games because you got to fill frames, right? So
swing of momentums, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they can easily turn around, good or bad,
right,
on one shot,
right.
for sure.
Well, your lineup for Cathedral, and I'm going to apologize, I didn't get any pronunciations before this started. We kind of get handed the lineups really just minutes, pretty much minutes before we start. But leading off for Cathedral will be Nolan Lunsden. Bowling second will be Cole Laniohan. Bowling third will be Sam Jones. Fourth, Declan Sweeney. And then your anchor bowler will be Alex Jones. He'll bowl the 5th and 10th frames. So that's your order for Greenfield Central, for Cathedral. A little bit of bios here on some of these. My Cathedral was 8-2 in their conference, and they finished first in semi-state. So they bowled solid, second in sectionals, squeaked by in regionals, and that's all it takes, right?
Just got to
get in. And then semi-state was first. So Alex Jones, Nolan Lunsden, and Connor Hedge are your seniors here for Cathedral. They bowl out of the West Conference. And now your Greenfield Central lineup. Leading off will be Braden McPherson. Bowling second will be Jalen Ball. Third, Blake Campbell. Fourth, Alyssa Cash. And anchoring for Greenfield Central will be Nathan Robbins. And Mike, Greenfield Central really experienced. They have 5 seniors on this team with 2 juniors. So
that's one of the strongest. A
lot of experience,
yeah.
So Alyssa Cash, Nathan Robbins, Jalen Ball, Corbin Elliott, Blake Campbell, all seniors here for Central. Looks like Alex Jones is going to be bowling or attending Purdue University. I'm assuming he's going to bowl. Purdue always has a good college program. Yeah, and so is Nolan Lunsden. Good to see kids moving on and bowling collegiately here after their high school careers are done.
And that Purdue thing, that's kind of close to home for you.
Yeah, I'm a Purdue alum, bowler. I loved my 4 years at Purdue bowling collegiately. Great experience. A lot of my close friends I still have from my college days, and great experiences traveling all over they travel all over the country. We went out west, Las Vegas, went out east, New Jersey to bowl tournaments, and down to Atlanta, Georgia. So you can travel quite a bit. Now, you ain't flying first class every time. A lot of those trips were in a 12 or 14 passenger van. So it was some rough things there. But bowling is just such a great way to build friendships and camaraderie with your teammates. So obviously, I assume we're just about ready to get underway here. Practice has concluded. Again, we want to thank you for watching here on Savage Bowling TV, your official voice of Indiana High School bowling.
On lane 45, your number 2 seed, Greenfield Central. Good luck and good rolling.
All right, here we go.
Little last-minute instruction here from the coaches.
Yeah, you're trying to get everybody settled back in, right?
Yeah. Looks like a couple of players there at Greenfield Central having a few words to the teammates. That would have been Cathedral in the background there with the team cheer.
Yeah, I want to thank our MC for today, Mr. Kelly, doing all of the announcing here lane side.
All right, pressure is on for the leadoff players of both teams.
Yeah, our leadoff players here. Again, Nolan Lunsden for Cathedral and Braden McPherson for Greenfield Central. And looks like Cathedral will lead things off here on the left lane, lane 44. 2-game total pin match here. Little stick at the foul line there, it looked like, Mike.
You know, they were checking the approaches there, both teams, right before they started again. They must have saw something at the end of practice, but makeable spare.
Oh, nice strike there for
pretty shot.
Lead off for Braden McPherson. And Mike, how much does, we talk about these synthetic approaches, how much does the outside weather affect any of this?
Humidity, any kind of moisture, is going to really affect where you get that quick stop stickiness, and plus a lot of people here, so the doors are opening a lot more. It's it's raining outside a bit, interesting first frame there for Cathedral. I think sometimes when you stick on the approach, it affects your next couple shots as well. So that 6 miss is a tough one because a beautiful strike on the first frame for Greenfield Central.
Well, this would be Jalen Ball here for Central here. Well, and some of these players, this miss left of the head pin there, but some of these players really don't have a lot of slide anymore. It's a plant and rip anyway,
It
right?
is, and it's what do you do when there's pressure on you? You pull it. You want to make sure it gets to the pocket, or you don't give it room. And we've seen that 2 out of the 3 first shots.
And how hard is it for a player to get approach issues out of your mind?
Now, once it's in your head, that's real difficult, and it's tough not to. You just got to take a deep breath and concentrate on rolling over your target.
Oh, there we go.
Good comeback.
There's a strike there for Cole Laniohan.
Yeah, pretty shot. Difficult spare here.
Oh, and he's going to take the 3-pin right back. So open frame now here for Greenfield Central. And that'll bring up your number 3 bowler, Sam Jones, here for Cathedral. And this is going to be, you're going to see a ton of momentum swings here, right?
That was a big one there. Now it's momentum. It goes to Cathedral with the hammer up and a strike working on one. So big double here if they can pull it off.
All right, Sam Jones here working on a strike for Cathedral. Ooh, looked like he threw it well. Ball hooked sharply in the back end.
Yeah, it looked like it was in the right part of the lane, just maybe a little softer than he wanted, but makeable spare still. It's a difficult one, but makeable.
First look at the left side. Brooklyn strike there for Blake Campbell. Now, Mike, do you go for this split conversion, or do you try to get 2 here?
I think in a one game match, Baker, I'd be going for it.
All right. That's looks like what he was doing there, trying to go for the 3-pin to slide it over. And now your 4 bowlers here for both teams. You're going to have Alyssa Cash here for Greenfield Central, the 2 seed here.
That momentum's flipped back.
Mike, they had a stretch. Listen to this. They had a stretch in games 5 through 8 where they went 244, 243, 242, 265.
Wow, there's a big double too, but what a stretch in Baker.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's a big double right there.
And you hear those scores and you're trying to figure out, well, how in the world did they finish second?
Right.
So that just shows you how well Lafayette Harrison bowled here in qualifying. Now 4 seed for Cathedral. Oh, trips the 3-pin. What a break there. That was Declan Sweeney. Yeah, teams will bowl 2 games, total pins. They'll bowl a game on their starting lane 44 and 45. Then they'll flip-flop and bowl another game. And after 2 games, who has the most pins will advance to the championship match. Now, your anchor bowler. A little issue there for Alex Jones at the line, but he was able to hit enough of the head pin on the Brooklyn side to get a great break there, and now they've got 3 in a row, Mike.
Yeah, he planted a little early. That looked like he stuck a little bit, which caused you to force the ball to the left, but perfectly to the left and take that Brooklyn strike for 3 in a row.
Excuse me, that was Nathan Robbins. Now you have Alex Jones here for Cathedral. Ooh, ball came in hard. A lot of rotation on that ball.
He gets a handful, yeah, he gets a handful. Threw it well, but that ball broke loose on the back end. Which we've seen, we've seen that several times so far. That the back end are really sharp right now.
Well, if you're battling the approaches with a little bit of tackiness, you really have to slow the process down to the foul line.
Yeah, you got to smooth it all out because when you stick, it causes you to hit the ball harder, which causes what we're seeing, and that's a really sharp break on the back end with that ball.
Here's a important conversion here on.
Good attempt. I mean, made a good run at it.
310, yeah. Obviously, they're really struggling here getting footing. And two, a lot of times the more that you bowl on it, the better it should get, right?
Yeah, it should smooth out. It's going to take a bit, though.
Comes in just a bit high. Unfortunate to leave the 410 there.
Yeah, it looked like a normal 4-pin, but the 10 stayed with it.
That was Braden McPherson, and now Cathedral's leadoff player, Nolan Lunsden, and he comes in with a strike. And right now, it's a survive and advance, right?
It is, yeah. I mean, you're just taking it one shot at a time. You're trying to get all the pins you can get. But, Cathedral's has fallen behind, so they're going to need to either get some help from Greenfield Central or they're going to have to start throwing some strikes. And they're all sitting on one right now, and here's where they need to start their rally.
All right, now we're into the back half of the first game here.
We haven't seen too many really easy spares.
No. And really an important shot here in the 7th frame for Cole Laniohan here. Comes in light. Oh,
Big
what a
shot.
break. I don't know what knocked down the 2-pin.
Well, it fell kind of like the northwest here. It fell a little north and a little west on that one. We got a huge break for a double. That's what they needed.
Ooh, 5 count. PBA washout here for
Yeah, we have
Jalen
not seen
Ball.
anything easy left.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the balls are really breaking sharp. And if you seems to want to get the speed on it, get it down there, then it breaks late and sharp. So, and that's what you saw on lane 45, right on that shot. So, interesting. It's just going to need to settle back down and try to make clean, smooth shots. It's easy to be a little over anxious and want to jump on it and make that ball do what it's doing. They're just really darting and diving on the back end.
Looks like they're going to bring in another player to pick up the spare. So I don't know if we're going to make a lineup change here for Central or not, but looks like
That's a hard spot to step into.
yeah, Cody Campbell is going to try to attempt the spare here for Greenfield Central. Good effort there. Gets 2. Now they have 119 in the 7th, but look out now.
Yeah, it's tightened up immensely here.
Big shot here in the 8th frame for Cathedral. Sam Jones stepping up on lane 44. Game number 1 of 2 here. 2-game total pin match will determine the winner and advancing to the championship match. Oh! Trippy of the 4 and a 3-bagger for Cathedral. And Mike.
What a great comeback off his first shot on that lane.
We have a tight match here. Oh, great shot there for Greenfield Central.
That's the first common spare we've seen.
Blake Campbell, the
It was
lefty.
good shot,
there.
too. Good shot. Put it in play. We've got a Another bowler coming in to shoot the spare? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, looks like
It's Corbin Elliott.
Corbin Elliott coming in to pick up the spare here. Boy, this is interesting. Now he's going to hook at it from the right side, being right-handed. Let's see if that works out. Oh, just enough.
From our angle, that was definitely right, just enough to
It looked like all the parents over here had the steering wheel, like telling the ball where to go, right?
Yeah. That's hard to come in when you've been sitting since practice and not having a shot. So.
Yeah, now you step up here in the 9th frame for Cathedral here. Mr. Sweeney here struck his previous frame here in the 4th. Can he get another one here and make it 4 in a row for Cathedral? Ooh, comes in
broke it
high.
down. Yeah, broke
Boy,
it down.
Mike, it really looks like the outside part of the lane, a lot of friction.
Yeah, and especially the back end. I mean, that hasn't calmed down yet. So, makeable spare. They're together. The 4 and 7, at least they're together.
Well, that's been the battle for Cathedral here as Alyssa Cash stepping
Great shot
up here.
last time.
And a great one here.
Great shot.
Boy, that's what you want your number 4 bowler to do, is set up your anchor bowler here.
Yeah, two really nice shots.
And that'll, with the spare here, Cathedral will only trail by 3. Oh, good cover. Looks like a lot of friction on the outer part of the lane. Now, we didn't get a chance to really see the pattern that the kids are bowling on. But from what I've seen right here so far, a lot of friction.
Yeah, it's just the back ends that's kind of pushing them out of play.
Now, anchor bowler for Cathedral, Alex Jones stepping up here, 10th frame. Sends it out wide, comes in light, leaving the 2-10 washout split. Now, Nathan Robbins. He struck member Brooklyn in the 5th frame.
It's in play.
Comes in light. Oh!
Huge shot. Huge shot.
What do they say? Hit him thin, watch him spin?
That was plenty of power. Nice and smooth. Got it down the lane. Ball did all the work.
Now a big spare here for Cathedral. Trying to keep things as close as possible here. Ooh,
good try.
Good effort.
Good try.
Looks like we're bowling on a 38-foot pattern here, Mike. Only 26 mils. Looks like a lot of that middle part of the lane here. So the outside's a lot of friction. You're seeing that here by the ball reactions of all players here. Now Nathan Robbins, second shot here in the 10th frame. Comes in light. 2-4-5.
It's in the 180s.
Yeah, 163 start here for Cathedral. $163 to $185. Game number 1 scores. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back with game number 2 right after this short timeout. All right, welcome back here inside Expo, Royal Pin Expo in Indianapolis, Indiana for the Indiana High School Bowling State Championship. Scott Gilmore, Mike Albee here, bringing you all the action on the official voice of high school bowling in the state of Indiana, Savage Bowling TV. I want to thank everyone for watching here on our YouTube channel. And game number 1 in the books. We have Cathedral trailing by 22 to Greenfield Central, 185 to 163. Teams will now swap lanes, and Mike, it's been really filling frames, been the issue really kind of for both teams. Greenfield Central able to string more strikes.
Yeah, and the other thing was Alyssa Cash, number 4 bowler for Greenfield Central, who threw 2 perfect strikes to make for doubles and set up the anchor bowlers. So, yeah, it's been quite interesting. That 22 pins is not a lot. We saw some difficult spares left out there, some Brooklyn strikes. So we saw some breaks here and there and some not so good breaks. So we'll see if the lanes settle down for them and the bowlers settle down a little bit, start making a few cleaner shots. We'll see what that looks like.
All right. Leading off here now, Braden McPherson. Two-handed style comes in light, leaves the 2-pin. Boy, the two-handed style has really taken over the sport of bowling.
Yes, it definitely has, and it seems like it's the younger players are starting to perfect it.
Just amazing how many more revs.
Oh, it creates a different look.
Ball, right?
Creates a different look.
Playing a totally different part of the lane than I've ever played. Good start for Greenfield there. You just want to fill frames at this point.
Yeah, especially when you leave the spare. I mean, the leadoff, you just don't want to put your team behind a little bit, but it comes out with a 2-pin spare.
All right. Cathedral leading off here with Nolan Lunsden, the Irish. Comes in light. Oh, what a bad break.
Yeah, good shot.
Great pitch there. Stubborn 7-pin, wobbles but stands up. But if you're Cathedral, you like that start. You got the pocket in control.
Hit the pocket, correct. Got the pocket, and now you've got a single pin spare. Just need to pick it up and kind of hold serve there in this game. But
that needs to hook. Oh, misses the 7-pin.
9 frames to go. It goes fast, so you got to make sure you get things settled up and make good shots.
Well, they were already down 22 coming into this game, and an open frame there could make that deficit even greater, maybe even as much as 33 pins. Let's see what Jalen Ball can do here for Central.
Oh.
Comes in light.
A lot of ball speed, but boy, it looked like a smooth release. I mean, he looked pretty solid on there. I thought it was going to be in the right part of the lane, but could be the lanes are starting to change. The balls are starting to have a lot of balls go down the lane now, moving that oil around a little bit. But he throws a lot of ball speed, but he gets a lot on it too. So with only 9 frames to go, I'd be shooting at this, not for count, but to make that 210.
All right, Cole Laniohan here for Cathedral. Comes in light. 8-pin.
And they've switched lanes, so it's a new lane for them. So it's you got to kind of readjust.
Going for the spare backup style there, and now the junior from Cathedral here, trying to convert the 8-pin for the Irish. Oh, misses. And how nervous. You can almost see how nervous the coaches are, even, and they have no control, right? They're just trying to help guide the player.
Trying to keep everybody else calm, yeah. But like I said, they've switched lanes now, so it's almost, you got to readjust.
All right, lefty Blake Campbell stepping up. Oh, great shot.
Wow.
Now, if you're Lafayette Harrison, how are you watching right now, trying to get an idea what the pair's doing?
Yeah, I think you've got to do that. You know, maybe it's the coach or an assistant coach, but Yeah, you want to have a kind of a read of what's happening.
Comes in light. Messenger! No.
Good shot. Good shot. But don't want to let it get away. Greenfield Central doing the right thing, just kind of taking it one frame at a time and trying to fill frames and, try to make Cathedral catch up to them.
Well, this is a big spare here for Sam Jones and the Irish of Cathedral. You got back-to-back 9 misses. Oh, make it back-to-back-to-back. Cathedral doing themselves no favors
those hurt,
here.
Yeah, those hurt, but, see if they can get it back together. And here we are with Alyssa Cash in that spot to put together a good shot and get another double for Greenfield Central.
Perfect on the day. 4th frame here for Central. Comes in high.
A little left to target, but breaks it down, and she's got a 4-7 to shoot at. Didn't lose any count because they were already on a strike.
Yeah, important here to fill frames.
Oh, it's imperative Cathedral to get something going here.
Taking her time here on the spare. Cross lane.
Ooh, that was close. That was close.
She takes the 7 right off the 4. Now, Cathedral stepping up here.
Oh.
And a great shot there from the lefty.
Looked like a great shot. Ball just coming in a little late and leaving the 7-pin. 4-pin just didn't have enough to get it to knock it out.
Declan Sweeney there. And now looking to get the first mark here of this game for Cathedral.
Nice.
And he covers. Really, Cathedral's bowling a solid game. They
No,
just
they're all
haven't
around
finished
it.
the frame.
They've been all around it. Yeah, exactly.
Now we're getting into the middle parts, the anchor players here in game number 2. Nathan Robbins for Central. Oh, great shot, solid 10.
Oh, solid 10, yeah, it was a gorgeous shot. Gorgeous shot. Good ball speed, nice and smooth. Ball did everything it should have done, just that 6-pin right around the neck of the 10.
Now, Alex Jones here for Cathedral. Let's see if the anchor bowler can get something started here for Cathedral. Bucket.
Looked like a good shot. Ball just delayed a little bit. And that's kind of where the ball's been coming up a little light for him on that right lane on 45. Just leaving that 2-pin, but that's the bucket. So that's 6-pin, lost 4 pins in count too. So that's imperative for Cathedral.
All right, good cover there for Central and anchor bowler Nathan. And that's what you're trying to do if you're Central, right? You're trying to fill frames and force Cathedral to throw strikes.
Do something to catch up, yep. But doing that, you got to be careful because they can catch up quick and not that far ahead.
Oh,
good spare.
Great cover from the anchor bowler.
Moved way left and went right at it. Good spare.
All right. 6 frames left, or 5 frames left for each team here as we step up into the 6th frame. And now Braden McPherson for Central. Oh, rips the rack for a strike.
Count saver too. Got that on a spare, so saved all that count.
Now, big shot here for Nolan Lunsden and the Irish of Cathedral. Comes in light, leaving the 2-4-10.
Well, Cathedral's starting to run out of frames here. This is one you definitely got to go for. You got to shoot at this, give it your best run, see if you can get that 2-pin into the 10.
And he misses everything here. And really,
still time. I mean, you know,
yeah.
but they're going to need some strikes now. I mean, it's the point where strikes have to happen, and they may need some help from their opponents in Greenfield Central.
Well, Cathedral has some great games. They had a 4-game stretch of 227, 214, 216, 223.
Wow, great games.
Games 3 through 6, and then still had 224 game 8, 212 game 10. So we're talking about guys that came in bowling well. Just hasn't really come to fruition here on this championship pair, has it?
No, not yet. And Greenfield Central doubles right there, so that's a big one. Now, Cathedral's in the point now where they're going to need strikes all the way out unless they get a lot of help out of Greenfield Central. So they got to start right here, I think.
7th frame, here's Sam Jones. Comes in high, leaving the 3-6.
Just kind of a little bit confused out there. Just things just haven't kind of worked their way to get some breaks. Looks like Cathedral making a switch for the spare.
Now, looking to make the spare here.
Oh.
Takes the 6-pin back off the 3. Open frame now for Cathedral. And really, unfortunately for the Irish, the writing is on the wall here.
Yeah, just 166 left. Greenfield Central shooting in the 180s right now. Nice and smooth shot here. Oh.
Comes in light.
Makes that spare a lot easier.
Yeah, 5-pin.
Nice and smooth. You don't hear the ball hit the lane when he throws it. Great shot.
Blake Campbell there, the lefty. Through the face there for Cathedral. That's Sam Jones.
Greenfield Central just needs to fill the frames here.
Now the lefty for Central.
Oh.
Ooh. Campbell misses the spare here in the 8th. But they've got a pretty big cushion right now over Cathedral. 131 in the 8th frame for Central. Only most max score for Cathedral right now is 156 it looks like.
Yeah, just Greenfield just needs to Greenfield Central needs to just keep it on the lane at this point.
Now your number 4 bowler stepping up here for both teams. And Alyssa Cash has been solid. She had the 1 open frame, but she struck twice in game number 1.
Big shots, yeah, there were big shots in that first game.
Nice and smooth right up the lane.
Oh,
oh bad break with the 4-9.
Yeah, it's all about Cathedral striking now, and it's just a matter of keeping the ball in the lane for Greenfield Central. 4-9's not going to really hurt. .22 pins up leading into this game for Greenfield Central.
Great shot there.
That's what they were looking for. Great shot. Great shot.
Mr. Sweeney has been solid, really, for.
Yeah, nice shot.
Remember, he left I believe, a 7-pin in the 4th frame and picked that spare up. So he's been solid. He got the pocket under control. Unfortunately for the rest of his teammates,
good try.
Struggled here this morning, or I should say early this afternoon.
You know, it's. I mean, we see a lot of these Baker games, and you know the spares are just so important.
All right, open frame for Central, but they have 141 in the 9th. Let's see here what Alex Jones can do here in the 10th frame for Cathedral, and at least end today on a great note here. But first, Nathan Robbins, the senior for Central. Winner will take on Lafayette Harrison here in the championship match. He comes in light 2-5. We've seen a lot of two-pin combinations for the right-handers.
Starting that, and it's looked like a fairly good shot. Like the back end has definitely calmed down a little bit. Not quite that sharp earlier break. Beautiful shot.
Great shot by Alex Jones.
Beautiful shot.
The senior for Cathedral, but his career is not done, ladies and gentlemen. This young man's going to move on to go to school at Purdue University. They have a great program about 60, 70 miles north here on 65, home of the Boilermakers. And a good spare there for Nathan Robbins. Central will advance to take on Lafayette Harrison here for the state title here from Expo Bowl in Indianapolis. What a season for the Irish from Cathedral, and we know, Mike, you have one goal and one goal in mind only, and that is to win a state title. When you don't get there, you know you're disappointed, but hey, Cathedral's had a heck of a year.
No, and it was a lot of seniors and a couple of juniors out there, so you hate to see anybody lose, but Cathedral made a great run today to get to the third place, and great showing, and like you said, they've got good careers headed for them as well.
Yeah, it looked like Corbin Elliott came in to throw the fill shot, but Greenfield Central will advance to take on Lafayette Harrison. 345 to 308, your final score. And when we come back, we'll have a little word with the coach and a player from Lafayette Harrison, and we'll have the championship match here on the boys' side. We hope you're enjoying watching the Indiana High School Bowling State Finals right here from Expo Bowl in Indianapolis, right here on Savage Bowling TV. Back for more right after this.
The coach of the Harris team, who is the leading team going into the finals here. Coach Harris, it's been a long break since you guys qualified first. What'd you tell the guys?
Just to stay the course, one frame at a time. Don't think about the finish line because you can't get there unless you go one frame at a time. So I think they're ready. They're pretty laid back. They're a good group of kids, so we're excited. So
same lineup as this morning?
Yep. Same lineup. Been that way all day. They've been real consistent. So we're going to ride that horse all the way to the end. So.
All right. Well, we're going to talk with Camden Harris. Camden, it's been a good season for you guys, but I know it's been one that you've kind of built your momentum all the way on, and you've kind of really peaked, but you've peaked at the right time. You guys are the leaders going into today, or going into this game now coming up. As the anchor, what's your job?
Do the best I can to throw the best shots I can and give our team, an opportunity to finish where we want to finish, which the end goal would be first tonight. So.
Well, watching Harris all season, you guys have been solid all season and from top to bottom. So I know you guys got a lot of things to do when you graduate and move on, but the job is to do what today?
Win.
Great job and best of luck the rest
Thank
of
you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Good luck, guys. All right, we'll be back shortly with the title match.
All right, welcome back here in the broadcast booth. Scott Gilmore and Mike Albee here, bringing you all the action from the Indiana High School Bowling State Championship. We're in Expo, Royal Pin Expo in Indianapolis. We're about to watch the boys battle it out for a state title. You're going to have Greenfield Central taking on Lafayette Harrison. And I tell you what, Levi Harris has his boys ready to play.
They sound very confident. I mean, it's one of those things that they've really been building as the seasons happen. They've really had strong tournaments, and so it's no surprise they're where they're at. It's been almost 3 hours since they finished bowling, and so it's going to be tough to just start again. I mean, that time between trying to time it just right when you get your practice balls in and that. But like I said, I think the kids are ready. Greenfield Central, they had to come in and bowl a game, then go back out, and so it's not easy on them either. So title match, a lot of nerves.
Well, Harrison has been led by someone very familiar to Levi. Matter of fact, it's his son, Camden Harris, the senior, and he's bowled anchor this entire tournament. And he has really kind of put some of the kids on his shoulders only by stepping up in the 10th frame. It takes all 5 guys. But we're really familiar. I'm really familiar with this team. They bowl in my hometown. My son goes to Harrison. We last broadcasted Harrison State Championship, I'm guessing maybe 7-8 years ago. Jeff Mann was on that team. Mike Mann was the coach. And so Harrison looking to win a couple of state titles here on the team side of things. But as we know, qualifying to this, totally different animal, right?
Yeah, it's a team, and now we're in a live stream. There's a lot of different pace. There's a lot of more nerves knowing what's on the other side of these two games. So, yeah, it's not a given that just because you're the number one seed, it's going to be handed to you. So it's up to both teams to go out there and win it.
Yeah, so sit back. We hope you enjoy watching. I'm sure all the fans back in Lafayette waiting here to see what Lafayette Harrison does. But Greenfield Central, no slouch. They've got a win under their belt. And we would think typically they have all the momentum, but we'll see what happens, right? That's why we bowl.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, it's a 2-game match, total pins, and spares are still going to be important.
Absolutely. We saw that in the semifinal round with both teams, right? It became strikes weren't that easy. You had to fill frames, and really Cathedral struggled a lot more with that than Greenfield Central did.
Yeah, and I think, after watching Greenfield Central and like you said, knowing Harrison, there's some players on there that can throw some doubles. So we may see better scoring, and the lanes have been bowled on a little bit more, so it's kind of tamed down a bit, maybe to the advantage of this game. We'll see, but you're bowling for a state title. I mean, it's just not a given to go out there and make good shots. It's something you got to lay everything you've had mental game wise. Coaches are important, the fans are important, everybody's important, but it's a team game, so we'll see how it goes. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I want to thank our sponsors for making this broadcast possible. We can't thank them enough. Storm, and obviously Trophy House, ICBA, IBCA, and all of the Indiana Bowling proprietors, all those that make this broadcast possible. And really, the winner of this, they're going to etch their name, the school name, on the Doty Cup.
Doty Cup, yeah. They'll be excited to see their name on there and to hold it. So it's a big honor. I mean, to come out here with a state title. So. Look forward to see who wins it.
Yeah, we're down to our final minute of practice, and we appreciate you sticking out with us here this afternoon from Royal Pin Expo in Indianapolis for the Indiana High School Bowling State Championships. The boys about to determine who's going to take home the hardware. We're just a few seconds away from practice finishing, and again, we thank you for watching here on the exclusive voice of high school bowling here in the state of Indiana, Savage Bowling TV. Already have lineups for Harrison, and Mike, Levi was pretty confident. He's like, I know what I'm doing, right? He's going to stick with the guys that brought him here. Leading off for Harrison will be Jared Bird. Bowling second will be Nick Denner. Bowling third will be Antonio Figueres.
Figueres, yeah.
And bowling fourth will be Caden Coddington, and Camden Harris bowling fifth. We'll get you that lineup for Greenfield Central here when we get it from the coaching staffs. 2-game total pin match will determine the winner here. We talk about pressure, Mike. There's always pressure. But, boy, this is pinnacle pressure when it comes down to it, right?
Now when you look over there at that table on the left that has all the awards on it, that comes after this game.
For the boys championship.
Now, Jim Proper, the coach for Greenfield Central, let's see if he changed his lineup. Braden McPherson leading off. Corbin Elliott bowling second. Blake Campbell third. Alyssa Cash, again, still in the fourth spot. Nathan Robbins, the senior bowling anchor.
Good luck in your quest for the championship.
Everything on the line here. It doesn't get any better than this. If you're a fan of the sport of bowling, it doesn't matter what it is. This is such a cool thing to see these kids. Can they battle the nerves, the adrenaline, and make great shots to win something big as this?
And some of them have been working for this for over 5 years, to get here. So, it's a lot of work, a lot of excitement, and it's all down into the next 20 or 30 minutes. It's going to go fast, and it's up to the coaches to keep them calm and get the players to make a good shot, and most of all, sportsmanship, have fun, and do your best.
Well, Harrison had a little bit of an up-and-down season. They finished 6-4 in their conference. They actually lost to McCutcheon, who made it to the state championships here today too as well. But they really turned it on when it came down to the kind of what we call the playoffs. They won sectionals, they won regionals, and they just kind of held on to 4th place in semi-state. So
sometimes it's easy to look too far past, look a little too forward, but
right.
The goal's to get here, and here they are.
All right, Jared Bird going to lead things off for Harrison. Left lane. Lane 44-45 for your championship pair. Oh, boy, and that's how you want to start.
That's making use of your practice right there. A great shot to start it for Harrison.
But I love, the kids from Harrison, very calm, right?
They certainly seem confident.
Oh, but
shot.
Greenfield Central says, hold on. As Braden McPherson comes in with a light mixer.
We've seen some good mixers come in on that right lane, and pins fall a little slow, but that one certainly fell.
Nick Denner, Mom and Dad Margot, and Bill have to be so thrilled watching their son participate for a state title. Pulls it a little left. That shot looked like it might have had a little bit of nerves to it, Mike.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, there's a lot of excitement going on out here for sure.
Greenfield Central comes in light. Corbin Elliott there with the 2-4. And that's the tough part on these kids, Mike, is you only get 2 shots. It's hard to really kind of get your feet wet, isn't it?
No, it really is. Great comeback.
Yeah.
Great comeback. As good as a solid 10 and a spare, right?
And if you're Coach Harris, that's just what you want.
Yeah.
Hey, if you don't strike, fill the frame,
yeah.
right? Now Greenfield Central with the
good
mark.
job. Yep. Good job. Good spare.
Boy, you got an all-even match here. Now Antonio stepping up here for Harrison, the junior. Oh, what a
Beautiful shot.
Antonio Figueroa with a great shot there in the 3rd. Boy.
Knocked that 10 right out of there. Great shot. Nice and smooth.
Much different feeling than the semifinal match. Both teams coming out firing.
Firing, yeah, exactly.
Oh, Brooklyn strike there. Take it.
Yep.
You'll take it.
Yep, you move your head up and down on those instead of left and right. That's a good one. You'll take anything that falls.
There's a strike all even after 3 frames. And now the senior for Lafayette Harrison, Caden Coddington. He's going to bowl for Vincennes. And he's planning to become a fireman, Mike, when he's done with college.
Yeah, he's had a great season.
Oh,
Beautiful
what a shot. Mike, it looks like they're using a lot more urethane.
A lot of ball speed. Got a lot of two-handers working there, but keeping the ball in play, making good shots so far.
Very focused for Harrison. They're
They
not getting
really
real
are.
up, right?
They really are.
Now Alyssa Cash here for Greenfield Central. Can she get back on it? Oh, hit it! And it does not enough. Stubborn 7-pin.
Semifinal, she bowled well in that number 4 slot, and another great shot in the championship match.
She has bowled fantastic.
Just did not get the break there. That was a great shot. Sent that 5 flying, and but we've seen that angle several times on this right lane today, where that 5-pin will go out, but the 7 just doesn't go.
All right. Important to run this spare down. Hang on. Oh, and it does. All right.
Just got to touch it. Got to touch it. Yeah, good job by Alyssa.
Now Camden Harris, the senior, going to take his talents to Weber University down in Florida. Oh, hit him thin.
Good ball speed.
Mike, what do you think of the game plan throwing urethane off the corner here?
Well, the one thing about it is they only bowl one game on this lane, so they're flipping to the other lane. So it's going to not affect them as much as it would otherwise when you just stay on one lane.
Now, big shot here for Nathan Robbins. Oh, and he steps up. I love it.
Clean shot.
I love it.
Shot. Yep.
Love to see great action here from the high school state finals. Boys championship. Both teams stepping up. Fantastic start to this final match here, game number 1 here.
Back to the leadoff bowlers.
Jared Bird, the senior. Very experienced team here for Harrison. He's going to take his talents to Purdue University. Comes in line. Oh! Take that, 7-pin.
4 in a row. They're putting them together.
Wow.
Greenfield Central's been very close to this. This is for a double.
All right, here we go. Braden McPherson comes in high. Messenger comes across. Oh, takes out the 10 but forgets the 6.
Greenfield Central just need to keep filling those frames, though. Don't give anything back.
You can't really worry about what your opponents are doing at this point in time.
Because even with the Harrison 4 in a row, they're not ahead by that much. Still in the 20s.
Yeah.
So you want to keep it as close as possible.
2 games.
Yes.
There's so much bowling left. Great spare here. I love the fact the players here stepping up big here in pressure situations. It was just kind of a survival of the fittest in the semifinal round. Now Nick Denner here. See if he can calm the nerves here in the 7th frame.
Oh! Calm the nerves. Wow.
I don't want to sound bad, but do we rerun the lanes? What's going on here? It's like strikes galore.
What a great comeback, though, after having a tough shot the first frame last time and coming back with that beautiful shot.
Hit light. Get
great
it. Yes.
Shot. Great shot.
7-pin goes down here in the 7th frame for Central.
Beautiful shot.
That was Corbin Elliott. And now Antonio Figueroas here in the 8th frame. 5-bagger working. Oh, wow, shot. What a shot. We are seeing some fantastic shot making right now.
They really are. Greenfield Central, there's still every other frame's a strike, but they got a chance to double with this one.
Mike Harrison led qualifying by 100 pins. Oh, what double. A shot. Here we go. Here we go. Great
big
shot there from Blake Campbell.
And a big one, too. That stopped the add to the lead for Harrison.
Now, Caden Connington here, 9th frame. What a final match we've got going here. Greenfield Central, Lafayette Harrison.
You can't win the championship in this 9th and 10th of the first game, but you certainly can make yourself a long ways towards it.
Here we go. The senior from West Lafayette. Oh, great shot. Solid 10. Boy, that's all you're asking for, Mike, isn't it?
Made a great shot. That had had a great chance of striking. Solid 10. Just now you got to settle back down and make sure you get that spare. Beautiful shot.
Remember, Central won their semifinal match with scores of 185 and 160. Oh, Brooklyn strike for Alyssa Cash. Mike, we're going to pass that by a mile.
Yeah, Alyssa Cash getting another strike to make it 3 in a row. Now cutting into the Harrison lead.
All right, now important spare here for Caden, especially right after Alyssa Cash strike in the 9th. Oh, first mistake here for Harrison as Caden misses the 10. 217 in the 9th. Max score of 247 right now. Greenfield Central on a 220 pace. Now Camden Harris, senior here. Anchor player for Harrison. Coach's son. Ooh, flat 10. You know, and important too, man, not to panic after your open frame, right?
Yeah, exactly. Still got to fill it in. Greenfield Central has a chance to come out of here with the lead, believe it or not, in the 10th frame.
Nathan Robbins here, anchor bowler. Comes in light. Ooh. Leaving just the 7.
Yeah, needed to get that 5 out of there, yep.
Went from an almost horrendous break to a fortunate. All right, good spare there from Camden. Now, Mike, Harrison shoots 230 plus their first game. Based on what you've seen, you were thinking, wow, they've got a big lead, but not so fast, right?
No, Greenfield Central was able to eat into the lead there in the 8th and 9th, and then got the 7-pin, made the spare. So they're going to be in the 220s, it looks, or 2 teens.
Yeah, 2
high
teens.
2 teens, so they're going to be about 18, 19 pins down around that area.
Boy, if you're Harrison too, you think, boy, we can't bowl a whole lot better, right?
No, and that's what Greenfield had to do. Greenfield Central needed to do to stay close.
Solid
Beautiful
strike
shot.
there.
Yeah, beautiful shot.
237, first score for Harrison.
Both teams did what they needed to do in their situations. Greenfield Central needed to eat into that lead a little bit and get back. Even had a chance to throw 3 strikes in the 10th and take the lead.
Yeah.
But, Harrison's able to hold on to a small lead going into the next game.
Well, Harrison had a really impressive qualifying block. Oh, great shot there from Nathan. 2:19 finish. Hey, 18-pin lead after one game. When we come back after this short timeout, we're going to have game number 2, and we'll talk to the champions here on the boys' state title run from the Indiana High School Bowling State Championships. Back right after this. All right, we're back here from Royal Pin Expo for the Indiana High School Bowling State Championships on the boys' side, and game number 1 in the books. And all of a sudden, Mike, we got a shootout.
Yeah, we saw some great shots in that first match for both teams. The fact that Harrison came out and had 5 in a row, and then just a beautiful shot by Caden Connington, leaving solid 10. You'd have thought, wow, they were just going to run away with it. But then just a comeback from Greenville Central late, who had a chance to actually take the lead with 3 strikes in the 10th, but not able to do that. But they kept themselves in the game with a still a shot at the Doty Cup.
237 to 219, your score here in game number 1. Harrison with an 18-pin advantage. And now if you're both coaches, Mike, what are you telling your kids?
Well, I think don't change a thing, but the one thing is they've had to switch lanes now, so we'll see how they're able to adjust and who's figured that part of it out, and who can make the best shots to start with and get lined up again and just do the same thing.
Yeah, the biggest no-brainer is you're not seeing a lineup change at all after those 2 games. Oh, what a shot. Patrick McPherson.
Yeah, big shot by Greenfield Central.
And to be honest with you kind of want to get out in front if you're
that's
team,
a big
right?
message.
You want to be the one shooting the frame first, right?
Yeah,
because now the pressure goes right on to Jared Bird.
Yeah, that sends a big message.
Now, the senior leadoff bowler for Levi Harris's Harrison Raider team. Oh, good break there. That's the thing, too. Now, it's important. You got to figure this lane out. It's going to be different than what you just bowled on, right?
Yeah, I think they're a little conferring to see if they think there's a big change they need to make or not. But, first thing first, get that 4-7 spare.
Yeah, critical to fill frames here, because if you fill frames, you're forcing Greenfield Central to throw some strikes consecutively, right, to cut into this deficit.
And Greenfield Central looks pretty calm over there. They're smiling, and Harrison looks a little more business-like. They're just a little more solemn and taking it frame by frame. We'll see how that goes. Good spare.
Yeah. Now, important.
Big shot.
Yeah, important for Jared to pass on any information that he saw. The first thing you're asking him, did you throw it good, right?
Yeah.
Now, stepping up here for Greenfield Central, Corbin Elliott working on a strike. Oh, Brooklyn is the answer there.
Big shot, big break. Eats into that Harrison lead.
Boy, Mike, they've been the benefactor of a couple key Brooklyns here. Nick Dinner. Oh, Nick with a great shot.
Great shot.
Now Blake Campbell stepping up here, and Mike, they could take
They can run
the
out
lead.
and hide here. Yeah,
They could take the lead in the match with a strike right here. Oh,
Beautiful
and he does.
shot.
What
Beautiful
a shot. Mike, I am absolutely stunned at what's going on
yeah,
right here.
there's no defense there. This is a big shot for Antonio.
We didn't see any of this in semifinal match.
No, they've come out looking for that championship.
Now Antonio here. Comes in light. Oh, Brooklyn leaving the 5-10. What that does to Harrison when your team starts out with the front three against you, boy, that immediately puts so much pressure on you.
There's a lot on you. So, yeah, it's up to Harrison just to settle back down and do what they did the first game and just take it one frame at a time. That's about all you can do right now. Just get back lined up and start throwing some strikes.
Do you go for this or do you get one?
I think with the one, you got to go for it.
All right.
Good try. Yep, good try.
Open frame. Only the second open frame in the match for Harrison. Obviously, that first one really hurt when
And Alyssa Cash, here's Alyssa, who's put some pretty good shots when she's had a couple strikes in front of her. She's put a good shot behind it.
Yeah, and if Caden carries that 10 pin, we could be talking totally something different right now. But he didn't. Now Alyssa Cash comes in light.
Oh,
ooh,
good
4-5.
That was a good shot. Gave it every chance. Thought it was going to take it off the wall. Got to put the ball right between these two.
Now, important here for Caden to kind of forget about his previous frame, right?
Yeah, well, he needs to, if he can get a good shot in here and get a strike and set up Camden to maybe get you double and get that string going again.
Here we go. Fourth frame. Game number 2. Oh, hit him thin. Watch him spin. That's exactly what you want from your setup senior here for Harrison. Now Alyssa Cash here. Boy, what a spare would do right now, because anytime you have a split, you're thinking there might be a little bit of an opening here. Oh, she takes the 4 back, leaving the 5 open frame. So now an 8-pin lead in the game for Central. They're down 18, though, in the match, now only down 10. So a big shot here for Greenfield Central here. Nathan Robbins going to go first. Surprising Camden didn't step up there real quick, Mike, and get out in front.
Yeah, I mean, he's just got to get settled in and make sure he makes a good shot. That's what he wants to do.
Right through the face. Pin comes across. Ooh, almost a huge break for Central.
It was a big break, breaking that out, getting it down just a makeable spare. And Camden doing a little maintenance on the approach.
Well, right now you're just trying to slow that heart rate down as much as possible, aren't you?
Yep. So Camden's up there, a little gamemanship here, kind of working themselves back and forth. Who's going to throw? And looks like Camden Harris is going to get the shot here.
Nothing wrong with a little bit of gamesmanship, right? All right, here we go. Oh, comes in high, 4-10. Looked like he just kind of pulled that inside a little bit.
Yep, inside just a little bit. Almost held up.
Makes this spare attempt for Nathan a little bit easier, doesn't it? When you're staring at your opponent split over there.
Yeah, I think Camden's got to get a run at this.
Mark in the 5th. Now, as you said, going to try to go for it here. Not the worst thing in my mind, though. Pin count, there's still a lot of frames left in a Baker match here.
Yes, and everybody's got one frame left, so each bowler's got one frame left. It's who's going to finish it to take the Doty Cup home.
Just a 12-pin deficit now for Lafayette Harrison. And that's what I'm sure the kids are just telling themselves. Listen, you got to want it more, right?
Beautiful shot.
What a shot. I'm telling you,
Two great shots from him, yeah.
Braden McPherson has bowled solid for Central.
He has set the pace.
Now important for Jared Bird to follow suit here. after you watch this, you hate to see anybody lose at this point,
No,
right?
yeah, this is
Both
a tough
teams
one.
have
Yeah,
bowled
it's a tough
fantastic.
one. Yep.
Couple of mistakes here in this game for Harrison. Oh, Jared steps up for a strike.
Yeah. He's done for his career there. That was what a
his
shot
high
to
school
finish
career
this.
has come to a close. You don't think about
No,
those
you
things
don't,
right at
but
that
yeah.
moment. But you're right.
Boy, he just posted a beautiful shot.
Now, Corbin Elliott here for Central.
He can take Greenfield Central a long way towards that championship right there.
Comes in light. 7-pin. No.
Beautiful shot. Once again, that 5 goes out, but the 7 does not.
How big of a shot right now, Mike, for Nick Denner, the sophomore?
Big one.
For Harrison. Oh, he misses a head pin left. 1-3-9. Now.
Difficult spare. It's a tough spare.
You know, if you're Nick, obviously not the experienced kid as a sophomore, but you let Elliott finish the frame before you throw, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's more about getting the spare, you know, whatever you need to do to get that spare.
All right, now really a huge cover here for Nick as Greenfield Central marks in the 7th. Still, Mike, if he makes the spare here, it's only a 12-pin deficit. Oh, and he takes. Wow, pin came out of the back and took the 9 out.
Almost pulled that out forward,
frame.
yeah.
Now it's do or die here for Harrison.
Looked like a good shot at spare. Just broke loose on him on the back there, but yeah, he made a good run at it.
Just goes to show you how tough it is when you switch lanes.
Yes.
Oh, my, what a shot. Blake Campbell just rips a rack from the gutter.
These shots are huge for Harrison.
Antonio comes in light, 4-pin.
It's a good shot. It's a good shot. Just didn't get that break. That light shot on that right lane just did not seem to pay off today for everyone.
206 pace right now for Greenfield Central. Harrison can strike out for 184.
They've got 213 left. 214 left, Harrison. Oh, no, you're right.
Yeah, no, only 184.
Yeah, I'm wrong. I apologize.
Important
for
cover
that.
here. All right, makes a spare.
Yep.
So really, they're going to need a little help, Mike.
Yep.
This is in Greenfield Central's hands right now.
Yep.
They control everything.
No, they do. And they're working on a strike with Alyssa, who's been very strong all day in that 9th frame.
Really, if you're Greenfield Central, you fill frames here, and you are going to be a state champion.
Yes. Yep.
Alyssa Cash. She is straight money here in the 9th frame.
Yep. Great shots all day in the 9th frame for Alyssa Cash. Beautiful shot.
All right. That, Mike, is a huge shot. This is a must strike right now for Caden Connington.
Yep.
Oh, no, 9-pin goes. All right, Mike, it's right here. I think any type of mark for Nathan Robbins, and I think Greenfield Central will win.
Yeah, they're in the 2 teens now. So
anything less than that, Camden Harris is going to have a chance. Max score, 421 for Harrison. Okay. 203, yep, that's enough. 422 the total there. Camden Harris filling the game out for Harrison, comes in high. 4, 6, 7. And Harrison, their run comes to an end in dramatic fashion here.
Greenfield Central putting together 2 very good games, but this second game was quite awesome what they were able to do in that second game.
And Nathan Robbins with the spare in the 10th, and Greenfield Central is your state champions on the boys' side, and what a run they've made, Mike.
Yeah, they certainly put together a second game here that was championship worthy for sure. And what a great tournament for Harrison. Great tournament, great season.
.152, tough finish there for Harrison, 389 total. But they took Greenfield Central took Harrison's best shot.
Yeah, it's not to be able
in
to
game number one.
Yeah, to get demoralized with that run that Harrison put together. But yeah, what some great shot making by Greenfield Central to win the Doty Cup.
Greenfield Central, your champions. Harrison from West Lafayette, your runner-up. My, oh my, what a state championship. 434 to 389. And now, all that's left is the trophy presentation to Jim Proper and his team from Greenfield Central. When we come back, Mike, you'll be laneside with coach and players from Greenfield Central, your boys high school state champion. Back for more right after this.
All right, here we are. I stand here fortunately with the Greenfield Central Indiana State champions, the winners of the Doty Cup. First I'm going to go to Coach Parrish. Coach Parrish, what great shot making today, all day long. But what happened that second game? How'd you pull those guys together?
Actually, I didn't. Nate did. It was just about making spares, making strikes, cleaning the game up.
Great job today. Great job. Fun to watch. Nathan, anchor bowler for the state champions. So what did you have to do to pull off those shots in the 10th frame? What great shots to win the Doty Cup.
It's all about composure in those last few shots. Like, you're going to have nerves. You're going to have to be calm. That's how you're going to win, is just have good composure.
Great job. It certainly looked like in the semifinal game, maybe it wasn't quite as calm. You looked so calm in the championship game, and you got the rest of the team to get together, and you're the Doty Cup champions. Now what?
Get to celebrate. We get nationals in the summer, and then get to focus on more bowling for me.
Well, great job from Greenfield Central, the Doty Cup champions for this season. What a great job from all the players. I'm going to take it back. We're going to take a short break and be back.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back here to the broadcast booth from the Royal Pin Expo, Indiana High School Bowling State Championships. And what a match we saw just a little bit ago, Mike. The Greenfield Central team defeating the Lafayette Harrison team in dramatic fashion. We didn't see what was coming. Scores were low in the semifinal match, but Greenfield Central took Harrison's best shot there in that first game and came out on top after two.
We saw so much great shot making by both teams, and I'll tell you what, Greenfield deserved everything they got, the championship and the Doty Cup. They came back. I mean, Harrison looked like they were going to run away, and they made great shots that they could have done that. Just didn't work out for them, and Greenfield walked in the door and took it, and what a great match. I mean, high school bowling in Indiana is in good hands with this young group.
Well, you know, sometimes the credit goes to the anchor bowler, and Nathan Robbins bowled good, but Alyssa Cash, that number 4 spot for Greenfield Central, came up big.
All day, number 4 spot with Alyssa. She threw big shots to set up that anchor, and the anchor, Nathan, came through all the time. So it was great. Unbelievable. Great finish. Well-deserved Doty Cup champion.
Still a great season for Lafayette Harrison. Levi Harris and his team full of a bunch of seniors, one being his son. Nothing to hang your hat on. You just got out-bowled there in that second game, but a great season nonetheless.
No, they've been strong, and they've been strong for several years, and, I look for them to come back. They're going to lose a couple of strong seniors there, but good players. We'll see them doing some things moving forward.
Well, we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast of the boys' state championships from Royal Pin Expo. Mike, we appreciate you hanging out. We'll be back tomorrow with the singles portion of the championships, both the boys and girls. We hope you join us for that too as well, right?
It'll be fun.
All right, that'll wrap things up. Again, Greenfield Central, your boys' team state championship. You're watching exclusive Indiana High School bowling here on Savage Bowling TV. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast, and we look forward to bringing you more tomorrow. So long, everyone.